Hi folks, welcome back to F1 2021 with the My Team Season Career 1 of Season 1. So as you can see, we are in the final round. It's Brazil for the first season. So yeah, let's actually check. Yeah, look at that, we're off. Yeah, let's head off to Brazil. Hopefully the car doesn't spin out. It shouldn't now, but we've figured out what the issue was. Enjoy.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Smith, Schwartzman and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Alright, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into Turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Smith lines up on pole position, and Robert Schwartzman completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Perez, Max Verstappen and Bottas, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris and Daniel Ricciardo, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon and Vettel, Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Lance Stroll and Mick Schumacher, Russell, Latifi, Mazepin and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's... Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. a new fastest lap of the race. The fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Gap to teammate behind is 3.9 seconds. The turbocharger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum. This is your final lap of the race. Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you pulled through. Thank you.
It's been a roller coaster season then, but they can go into the winter with their heads held high after an emphatic victory here today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
But they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
A show-stopping performance from the three drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
Nothing can challenge the leaders of the Constructors' Championship at this point. But with that result, the sport's newest team can no longer be touched at the top of the table. What an incredible journey this has been for a team many had written off a short time ago. They are Formula One World Champions. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well,
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Your team secured the top 2 positions. Is it safe to say you're a winning combination?
There's quite a buzz around this team at the moment. What are your...
Your teammate took the number 1 spot. Does that make you happy or jealous? How do you feel seeing your teammate up on the podium?
Great! Well, that's everything.
No, I didn't slow down. I ran out of fuel? Nah, I'm kidding. No, I thought I'd give him some extra points. It's the last race. We've already miles ahead. I thought I'd help him jump some of the other
The team's
teams.
income is looking very robust right now. It's time for you to have a think about our profit margin and what areas of the operation might benefit from that money.
I'll get all this. I'm trying to fire through the end of this season. I need to go somewhere in like 2 minutes. I'm actually running late. I need to make season.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Right, start season break. Well, that's technically the end of the season.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the
Let's
car
make
ready for the next race
sure.
weekend.
Protect that. Just make sure all our parts are protected, which they are. I mean, we've got the points for them. So obviously there's no point in doing that one because this season's pretty much done, and if I do it then I'll probably not get fixed for the next season, so we'll get all them for next season and we'll finish this season. I'm not worried about
Okay,
the
we've had the
blown
new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Come on buddy, you know you want to stay.
Here you can make an offer to your driver. The more you offer, the greater the chance of them agreeing to it. Be careful not to insult drivers though. If you do, they might refuse to negotiate anymore with you in this negotiation period.
So he's happy with that one. So I think we got another part come through. Yeah, I think that's us, right. Right, just wait.
Hey boss, I think we could better manage our time by organising some team.
I'm just going to rush through this interview.
Well, it's great to be back at your headquarters, and I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive in with some questions. You spoke a while back of a significant investment in your chassis department. Has this investment given your team the push it needs to make substantial gains this weekend? According to your latest quarterly report, your team is very cash rich. Now, is that a safety net, or are you saving for something expensive? Upgrades to your facilities seem to have stalled. Is there no more room for improvement, or are you prioritising other areas? Your second driver seems to be getting much more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development? Your second driver seems to be breaking all expectations. What's the secret to their success? Oh, it's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
Just try to rush through this season. Any season. Right, so we're leveling up to 15. Nice. And sportsmen should be about 14. Almost 13. And we get 63, which will be going into our departments. Mostly the financial department.
The cash in our reserves doesn't help us unless we start investing it back into the team. Let's start thinking about where we can put it to good use.
Right, so let's see. I want to go to Portugal. So we swap out Spain for Portugal. I would like to go to France. We take out, no wait, yeah. Take out Austria. We'll go to Azerbaijan. Take out Belgium. Where's the new track? Is that Saudi Arabia? Take out Brazil. Finish in Abu Dhabi. Take out Japan. Go to Mexico. Just swapping out the tracks we haven't been to. I don't think Australia's in this one though, is it? Because they never actually went to it this year. I would like to go to Hungary, so I'm actually going to swap out Britain for Hungary, because I've not actually been there. Change Bahrain, and we'll actually start in Imola. So we're going to Italy twice, which is awesome. I mean, in theory we could do the 16 races, but I did say this series is going to be 10 races a season. So we're going to a few more different changes. I might... No, we'll keep Netherlands in for this year. We'll change it for the next year. Right, let's go. Right, I really need to finish. I'm just going to keep everything. No, I'm going to keep it the number we're on. I don't even know what number it is. Right, that's going to be it for today. We're at the start of a new season. I will catch you guys next time. We will start the pre-season and get the first race underway. Until then, take care. Thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye for now.